Oh, that sounds bad. Right, so structure is he's wanting a debate with DP.
Is that Tony in the toilet?
No, that was me.
That's 10.
Oh.
Thanks, Matt.
In the toilet.
No, that was me. But I was cleaning out 16-ounce glass of water.
Oh, okay. I thought it was you going to the toilet.
No, I don't do that.
Because you're louder than everybody else.
That was on purpose.
Thanks.
No, I don't. I don't go to the toilet except when I'm moot.
Okay. Well, we've
But
got
either way, could you put yourself on mute? Because you are louder than everybody
we've
else.
got Chucky in here. He's coming for a debate with DP. So
Tony, I'm going to the toilet, so I'm going on moot.
Lovely job.
Just use a glass, it's fine.
Not everybody's like you, Tony.
Is this discussion starting now?
Yeah.
we'll have to
What's
wait
the topic?
and see what they're going. I think it was what causes the horizon, or the horizon and the causes of such.
His
anyone
debate,
take the
his
ball?
topic.
Oh, let me share the eyeball and the stick. Where shall I put it? Live stream text.
Yeah, hopefully
I actually agree with this. This is the way to draw orthographic drawings.
Yeah, but this isn't our debate, okay?
Yeah, Arwin, stop ruining it. Stop debunking the baller before he starts.
I'm not against having a discussion with everybody after, though.
Okay.
I do when I'm home, though. I'm gone, so around 4:20, 4:30, I will be gone. So I'm going swimming.
Okay.
So, but yeah, this is not going to take very long, I don't think, and I'm open to talking to anybody after.
Ooh, he
Shit
sounds
on his
confident,
microphone,
doesn't
what's wrong with it?
he? Yeah.
I think
really
he's driving. He'll be in his car. Is that right, Chucky?
Yeah, is it really? Yeah, is it hard to hear me?
Yeah, it's a little bit muffled, but we'll be all right.
Is that better or worse?
What we'll do is, when we're not sure what you've said, we'll just add words that we think you said, and we'll just declare victory.
Yeah.
That's about par for the course, isn't it?
Fucking hell, I've never even heard that.
No,
About
I
par
didn't
for
know
the
that
course, I think. He said.
Par for the course, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, par for the course. Yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, like I said, this is a very small topic we're discussing, so it's not going to be too in-depth or very long, and then we can have a discussion, whatever.
Let's just turn you up to double the volume, because I've got no chance of hearing you otherwise.
Yeah, I'll turn you up as well.
Right, so where do you want to start then?
Is this DP?
Yeah.
Well, I think we've agreed on the definition. So, is it the apparent place where the sky meets the earth? Is that what we agree on, or sea?
The apparent location where the sky meets the land or the sea, yeah.
Yes. Hey, before we start, listen, I bet if any of us met in person, we'd all just have a beer together and have a good time. So, yeah, I won't take offense if you make fun of me.
Dude, this isn't going to last very long if your signal's that rubbish, man.
Sorry.
Just going down a valley.
So I'm in a rough spot here.
Man, where's your satellite? You've lost your
Cellular,
satellite.
not
It's geostationary, not orbiting. Oh, sorry, geosynchronous.
over satellite and cellular, or Monday for that.
What was that? You've got a satellite booked in for Monday?
Professor Phil Bell's launching it on Monday or something.
From India. Dude, this isn't going to last very long if you can't even get phone signal. Where's all your satellites?
I can hear you. I'm on cell, not satellite. So why don't you go ahead and explain what you think causes the horizon, then I'll go.
No, you made the claim that it's tangential. That there is a tangent formed by...
Yep.
Well, carry on.
tangent of your vision and the Earth.
But you're not presupposing anything, no?
Yes, I'm presupposing a globe,
Well,
and then I would presuppose a flat Earth, and I cannot make that work. So that's where I need you to help me.
why are you presupposing a globe to make a horizon?
Not to make a horizon, to figure out how the horizon works.
Okay. Why do you need to presuppose a globe to make a horizon work?
Well, there's two options that I see. We could try it on concave Earth if we want. I think we both agree a horizon wouldn't work there. So
Well,
then we presuppose it on
depends
the
how-
Earth.
Go on, sorry, carry on.
Sorry?
No, carry on.
No, sorry. Do we agree to that or no?
What, about the concave?
Correct.
The concavity? Well, I can't swear to it, but I don't believe it is. Right. I'm not
Yeah, I
ruling
agree.
it out. I'm not ruling it out, you know. From if you're actually honest about it and you stand on the beach, it does actually look like the water curves upwards from your feet upwards. So you can't actually rule it out because as you look at it, maybe it is concaved.
No, we can rule it out. But fine. If you don't want to rule it out, you might think that's the way. I don't know how to make a tangent work there. I do know how to make a tangent work on a globe Earth, and that works. And if you could explain how that works on a flat Earth or why it's not necessary, that's what I was hoping you.
Well, I'm not understanding why you feel you need a tangent for the horizon.
Well, that's my hypothesis, is that it's a tangent, and I can put it into a model. Yes, presupposing
Yeah, but we
the globe.
don't live in a model. We don't live in a model. We live in the real world.
Did I ever say we did?
But why? How do you measure the distance to the horizon if it's an apparent position? How do you get that measurement?
Do we make recipes or do we make food?
No, you didn't answer the question. How do you
Sorry, say the
measure?
question again.
How do you measure to an apparent position?
There could be a number of ways. I could have a boat or an individual go to the point where I see them, and where I
That's
stop seeing
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Why
An
is
apparent position will change from hour to hour, day to day, week to week. That's
Right, and why is that?
that's the very nature of an apparent position because it's due to atmospherics.
them. Okay, am I testing the apparent position right now or a week from now?
But you will never get the same position of your horizon if you do it. If you set your
How do you know that?
if you set your test up and do it for in an hour's time, the horizon may not be in the same position. It's a
It might not
ridiculous
be.
statement.
It might not be, but you're saying it will never be. Are you changing your mind?
The chances are, due to atmospheric effects, the horizon will more than likely not be in the same place, depending on where you are, of course. Depending on whether it's a
And
hot climate, cold climate. You know, even the location of where you are changes the outcome of what you're trying to do. That's
Sure.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You think you can measure to an apparent position?
Absolutely. And then when it changes, I'll measure to a different spot.
So you're going to measure the horizon at different distances, depending on where you are and what day of the week it is.
Why are we talking about the distance of the horizon now? We're just talking about the
Well,
existence of a horizon.
No, we were talking about measuring to the horizon, and now
Yeah,
you're
if you
backed
want
into a
to get-
corner. You want to change
That-
the subject.
No,
How
you're
do you
changing the
measure?
subject.
How do you measure to the apparent horizon? Was the question that you were asked.
No. Yes, and
Yeah.
I say it doesn't, and I can still say how I do it. You can send a person or
You can't-
an object to that. You can't send an object to a place.
But that place changes from hour to hour, week to week, location to location.
Can you measure different distances then?
Well, that puts your horizon. At different locations.
So, It's 5 kilometers one day, it's 6 kilometers the next day, it's 5.5 the next day. Who cares? You can still measure
Okay,
it.
but your sphere has a fixed geometry.
Right, and it also has atmospheric conditions. I'm not arguing with you about that, and I don't think you're arguing about that with me.
Your horizon can be no further than 1.22 miles times the observer's height in feet.
Why? Why on a flat Earth is that true?
That's your bull geometry. I never said it was
Why?
I never said it was anything to do with plain Earth, did I?
Why is that true?
That's your geometry.
Is that counting refraction?
And how do you work out refraction?
The horizon cannot be refracted.
That's not what I asked you. That's a yes or no question.
Well, you have brought refraction into the equation. How do you work out refraction?
I never brought measurement into the equation.
You have just brought refraction into the equation. Stop
Okay,
avoiding
so
the
let's
question.
get back. Let's go
Stop
before.
avoiding the question. How do you work out refraction?
I don't have the calculation in front of me.
What is the formula for working out refraction?
I don't have it in front of me.
Would you like me to help you?
Sure. Do you disagree that refraction happens?
For standard refraction, do you know the formula?
No, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bit of homework. You can go, and, when you get home, you can work that one out, and then you can come back and see us, yeah?
Do you agree that refraction happens or not?
Refraction does happen.
Okay, so refraction can happen. Good, awesome. Now, how does the horizon work on flat Earth?
No, that's why are you avoiding?
I didn't
If
avoid
the
the
horizon
question.
work on a flat Earth, it's there.
Sorry, DP, your voice changed right there.
No, your signal's gone really rubbish again.
You sounded Dutch for a second.
Well, you did say others could join in.
Yeah, it's not finished yet.
It's really hissy.
Yeah. When they're finished.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you.
I thought it was finished because DP gave him a homework assignment.
Yeah, you can't give me the equation for
Horizon works
refraction.
on a plane.
You can't give me the equation for refraction, can you?
No.
No, well, that's the end of discussion then. You're claiming refraction, but you can't give me that equation, so it's the end of the discussion.
It would
Yeah,
still be the tangent.
No, sir. You brought up refraction. You don't know the equation, the formula for it, of how it might affect it. And DP said, go find out and come back. So then don't bring it up if you don't know how it works.
Hold on. Okay, I'm changing my mind. The horizon never changes.
You're changing your mind. So are you gonna?
Okay.
Are you gonna
game on again then? Okay, DP. Do you want to change your position?
You've changed your position.
I've described how the horizon works on my model, and in reality, and refraction can happen.
So hang on. Let's re-clarify your position. You have just said the horizon never changes. Yeah? Am I wrong? Is that what you said? I'm not hearing anything.
I think so, yeah. He wanted to continue the debate, so he changed his position in order to continue with the debate.
It's Bev or DP, both of you. It doesn't matter if the place changes. That's the new
Hang on. Have you stated or not that the horizon never changes?
I did to continue the discussion for today.
Well, that's factually incorrect, isn't it? Because the horizon has been shown many times to vary.
Okay, and why does it vary?
Atmospheric conditions. An apparent position varies due to atmospheric conditions.
What atmospheric conditions, and how do you figure out how far the horizon is going to be?
I don't care how far the horizon's going to be.
Then why did you ask me?
The horizon is as far as I can see. That is the horizon.
And why is that? Why is that? Why does it change?
Well, you've just said it doesn't change, but I'm
But
saying
you
that
said
is
it did.
that is factually incorrect. It has been shown many times to change.
So how do you measure it?
I've never measured it. I don't care to measure it. I don't want to measure it. Why should I want to
Are you
measure
avoiding the
where the
question?
horizon? No, I'm not.
Are you
telling
avoiding
you. I'm telling you, I have never measured it. I don't want to measure it. I don't
So-
feel the need to measure it.
How? Okay.
How is that avoiding the question?
Because that's the exact question you asked me that I didn't want to answer, and you said I was avoiding it. When I told you how I could measure it, you disagreed that that's how I could measure things.
But you can't measure it like that, can you? The way you describe to measure it, you can't. I asked you the question, you gave me a bullshit answer.
What's that bullshit answer I gave?
How you try to measure to the horizon. Try that one. Remember? The answer you gave me to the first question that was asked.
Do you remember what I said? Do you remember what I said?
Yeah, you'd want to put somebody in a boat and send them off over the horizon, and that is your... Is that your geometric horizon, or is that your apparent horizon? Which one would that be?
That would be the apparent horizon, which could be the geometric horizon.
Okay, it could be the geometric horizon.
Yeah.
So you have
measuring.
You have two horizons now, yeah?
I only have one apparent one.
One apparent one. Okay, so how do you get to see the geometric one?
If the refraction doesn't bring the part behind
Yeah, but you
more,
can't bring refraction into this.
Do you want to let me finish the sentence?
You don't know the equation for refraction, so how can you quantify something you know nothing about? How can you bring this into the discussion if you don't know?
This is where we start. Then we figure out the equation. So we start by saying if it rises higher than the geometric horizon, then you see that part. But if it doesn't rise higher than the geometric horizon, you won't see it.
If what rises higher than the geometric horizon?
Behind the geometric horizon, if that rises due to refraction higher than the geometric horizon, you'll see that. If the part
so hang on, let me clarify. If what behind the geometric horizon rises higher than the geometric horizon?
The Earth.
What are you talking about?
The surface of Earth.
The surface of the Earth to what point?
Higher than the geometric
No. To what point?
Yeah.
What is the maximum viewing point of that bit of the Earth that's just raised up behind the geometric horizon?
It's variable.
A variable because it is
atmospheric condition.
And causing what?
Refraction.
How can you claim refraction when you don't know what refraction is?
This is getting kind of ridiculous, dude.
Did I say I didn't know what refraction is?
You don't know what the equation is. Yes, you did. So once you've raised the Earth up behind the geometric horizon due to this refraction that you know nothing about, what is the furthest distance you can see on this raised up refracted Earth behind the geometric horizon? Where everything disappears. All the way to the apparent horizon. There we go. Bingo. How can you have two horizons? How can you have your apparent horizon refracted up behind your geometric horizon? You now have two horizons. Why are you talking rubbish?
Which one am I looking at?
No, both of them, apparently.
No, I'm looking at the apparent horizon all the time. That's the only one I can measure to.
Yeah, you can't see your geometric horizon. Well, if you can't see it, then it's not a horizon.
Arwin, sit down, please. Can you say that again?
I'm always... Only ever one that I can measure to.
Yeah. Which one is that? You keep cutting out. Which one do you think you can measure to?
The apparent one.
How do you measure to an apparent? How do you measure to an apparent location?
Ask and answer.
It changes hour to hour, day to day, week to week.
So you
and
measure it
and
1 hour and the next hour and the
even
next
your
day.
location will change the apparent horizon due to atmospheric conditions. You have stated that we have got an atmosphere which causes the horizon to be apparent.
Yeah.
You cannot measure to an apparent location.
Why not?
Because it's apparent. It changes hour to hour, week to week, day to day, and location. Have I got to keep going round in circles?
Could I measure it right now?
So you come back in an hour's time and it's in a different place. What good is your first
And then
measurement?
I could measure it in an
It's
hour's
wrong.
time.
So you have to measure it
And
all
then
the
I-
time.
Okay.
You're roboting, and quite frankly, it's a
Repeat it 5 more
blessing
times?
because you're speaking complete rubbish.
I can measure something right now. I can measure it an hour from now, even if it changes. I can measure it tomorrow, and
This
I can
still-
measure it the next day.
This still doesn't get away from the fact that you now have two horizons. You have your geometric horizon and your apparent horizon being loomed up over your geometric horizon.
And which one am I measuring to, DP?
Do you remember? It is the
I remember.
horizon. The horizon.
one?
The word "the" is a singular identifier. The being the only one. The horizon. The sun. The moon. It's a
And when we
singular
talk about the horizon,
identifier.
we see. When we talk about the horizon, we see. Which one are we talking about?
No, I'm talking about the apparent horizon, but you can't make up your
Me
mind.
too. Me too.
No, you're not. You've got a geometric horizon there as well. How
And it
is
may.
how is your apparent horizon loomed up if you have no geometric horizon?
It only matters if it looms up
Now answer the
higher.
question. Answer the question.
I was answering. That's why you cut me off mid-sentence. Actually, Arwen, I give you permission to answer this because I bet you were paying attention. Why can
Are
we
you,
see
what,
the horizon
sorry,
behind
Chucky.
you, Matthew?
Chucky, what you doing? Are you done now? You conceding?
He's obviously he's
No,
conceded.
Bev,
isn't
I
he?
answered this question already, and Arwen's not stupid enough that he was paying attention. He
No,
can
Right.
it sounds like a
Calm
bit of
down
a
with that,
He
diversion.
doesn't have to agree with it.
Calm down,
Sorry?
Riyadh Holmes.
Yeah, Chucky.
Pardon me?
Use me as a straw man, buddy.
Yeah,
Sorry?
Chucky. Can you? Are you done with the debate now? Are you opening the debate up to other people?
No, I would ask the question again that I've answered more than once.
So are you asking Arwin then to come and help you? Is that what you were inviting Arwin into the debate for, or what's going on?
Okay, I'm not going to answer the question the second time. If you weren't paying attention the first time, please,
I
That-
really
you
can't
don't like my
understand what
answer,
he's
and that's fine.
saying.
Yeah, can you repeat that again, please? That was pretty bad
You-
connection.
You're losing your satellite again.
On your flat Earth?
Chucky, you're losing your satellite again. Drive faster, catch
You
up
guys
with
hear
it.
me?
Are you there or not?
Wait, are you asking me?
No, with Chucky.
You guys
Chucky.
hear me?
We can now.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello?
I think he's faking it because he's backed into a corner.
Yeah.
He needs to quit and rejoin, but he never answered your question, DP. I don't know why he says he answered it.
That's
No,
what
no,
this
he
is an attempt to get out of it, I think. I don't know
Yeah,
whether
yeah,
he'll come back or
absolutely.
not. I think that may
course he
be
won't.
it.
Of course he won't.
I'll give him a couple of minutes and then I'll stop the record. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's back again.
Sorry, guys, I dropped out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to answer my question now. You're back again.
Hello?
Hello.
Dear, oh dear. Are you going to answer
sorry,
my
guys,
question?
I dropped it. I'm on
can't
cell
hear
phone.
you. I can't hear you.
So, DP, can I ask you how the horizon works?
No, you need to answer my question.
I answered it already. You want
No,
to answer
you
it
haven't.
again?
Yeah. How do you have a geometric horizon? Or sorry, how do you have an apparent horizon loomed up behind a geometric horizon, so you then have two horizons in your field of view? How is that possible? When you don't
I'm
know
having
anything
trouble
about
hearing
refraction.
everybody. Can you say something?
Did you say something?
Yeah, I can say something, but I don't think you're hearing everyone, are you? Or have you
Yeah, I think
muted
he's-
DP?
I think it's
Half the
selective.
volume that I heard you before.
He's got
Right,
selective.
you
I'll
might
make it work.
want to leave and come back again. Then it might just be the connection on Discord.
All right. Give me 1 minute.
You might just want to leave and not come back again because you're not answering the question.
It's convenient, let's say that. Convenient deafness.
Convenient lack of satellite connection.
Just get over the hump. Just
Okay.
get in.
So, how can you see the apparent horizon if it's behind the geometric horizon?
Sorry?
You want to know how you can see the horizon that's behind
That wasn't the
apparent
question,
horizon
was
if
it?
it's behind
That-
the geometric horizon?
That wasn't the question, was it? That wasn't the question.
Repeat the question again, then, DP, because he seems to be
Again?
struggling. Well, I don't
This
think he
would be
heard it last time,
This
did
would
he?
be like the third. He reckons
Was
he's
that the wrong
answered it.
question?
He reckons he's answered it already. So how can he think he's answered it if he hasn't heard it correctly in the first place?
Well, repeat it for him then.
You can see the apparent horizon if it's behind the geometric horizon.
No,
If it's
that
up
wasn't.
above.
That wasn't the
Due to
question.
atmospheric conditions.
That wasn't the question, was it?
Okay, go ahead again.
The question was, how can your apparent horizon be loomed up behind the geometric horizon, giving you two horizons in your field of view? One being
That's a mouthful
geometric,
question. You only
the
see
other
apparent
one.
horizon.
Are you going to cut me off again? One being geometric, the other being apparent.
No, he did answer. He said you only see one. You only see the apparent horizon. In other words, you don't see the geometric.
Okay. You don't see the geometric horizon.
When you put a straw in a glass of water, you see
That's
the apparent position of the straw that's refracted.
red herring.
You don't see the other straw.
Red herring.
Then how do you know
No,
you
it's
got two?
not.
You don't.
Pardon me?
Tony.
That's a red
Sorry,
herring.
Anthony? Anthony, sorry, say again?
No, don't.
Your equivalent is a red herring.
You don't have two straws. You have one straw. You see the apparent position of the
Your
straw.
equivalent is a red herring.
Yeah, the setup is completely
we?
different to atmospheric conditions. Because you're looking through a medium change, significant medium change. That doesn't happen when you look over the Earth.
So is anybody going to tell me how a horizon works on a flat plane?
No, you need to say whether you're looking at your geometric or your apparent horizon.
You always see the apparent horizon.
Okay, welcome to Flat Earth.
What? Sorry?
Sorry, are you sorry?
I couldn't hear you. That's why I said what?
You said you always see the apparent horizon, yeah?
Correct.
Welcome to Flat Earth.
Yeah.
If you never see the geometric horizon, how do you know it's there? You don't. You're making it up. It's a make-believe.
Oh, sorry, you want to answer the question for me?
No, I'm saying if you never see it, it's
We're not talking
you
about
can't
the
you
geometric
can't tell it's
horizon. If
there.
I want to talk about the geometric horizon, I'll measure the Earth. That's tomorrow's topic.
You know, your signal is really rubbish. Your microphone is really rubbish as well. I'm having a really difficult time trying to understand the rubbish you're coming out with.
Yeah, you know, I live in a place where cell phone signals aren't perfect. Because they don't work on satellite.
What? I really didn't get that.
My GPS is working great, though. Interesting.
Maybe it's taking up all your data stream for your phone then, because the phone signal's rubbish.
Is this being recorded?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
So you usually play it a couple hours from now, right?
Oh, it depends how long it takes us to make the video, yeah.
So I can't hear you guys very well. Why don't you explain how the horizon works on a flat Earth? And then I'll listen to it later.
But you haven't given any answers that make sense to the questions that have been asked of you. So now you're demanding answers when you haven't answered any questions. How does that work?
Don't you think I answered again?
Well, we can all answer it later if you want. I mean, if that's what it goes about, if that's what you want.
Actually, I can hear you a little better now. What question don't you think I've answered?
Look, this isn't working.
Yeah.
This is getting tedious.
Well, I've been sat back. I haven't
What question
said
don't you
anything.
think I answered?
Hold on, Chucky. Seriously, I'm just listening to this conversation between you and DP. But it's getting to the point where your signal is so bad that the conversation can't really continue. I mean, we're not hearing what you're saying clearly. So maybe try to come back, get the signal sorted and your phone sorted, and then come back. That might be a good idea.
All I can hear is hiss.
It's not very nice for you as well. I mean, you obviously can't hear very much either, can you, Chucky?
I guess that's a no.
Who knows?
Good call, spot on. I agree. This ain't going
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, nice one, spot on.
Yeah, I think he's driving, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, you figure with 22,000 satellites, one of them would work.
Do you want to give him what he wanted? Because he did ask for what is the horizon on a flat Earth. Do you want to?
Well, it's an apparent location. What more does he need? He said that. I asked him what is his horizon, and he said apparent. I said welcome to flat Earth. So
same one, right?
it is that apparent horizon. It is the very same apparent horizon. So if he can't understand that is not a problem.
Well, he's got a
I
problem.
need to answer that.
Oh, gosh, he's back.
No, he's back again. What?
Can you come back later when you're at your home?
No.
Why not? Why not? The shows, your satellites aren't working.
His mum won't let him play with the big boys.
I'm
Terence,
driving.
that's why.
Right. The show quality is bad because you're driving. Can you do this better if you're serious about it?
Yeah, okay. Can you answer
Okay,
the
so-
question without me talking?
Oh, my gosh. No, come back when you don't have car noise, when all your satellites are working, and we can have a discussion. Is that clear?
Do cell phones work on satellites, man?
Listen, big boy, we're having fun when we say satellites. We don't believe they actually exist the way you do. We're just having fun when we do that. So come back when you're
just
sick.
say stupid things for fun.
I think
I
the
know
word
that.
you're looking for. I
That's
think the
why
word
you're
you're
flat
looking
earther.
for is taking the piss.
Okay, now
Terence.
you're ad homing because I'm politely asking you to come back when your signal is better. So please just be nice, like you said. We're having a couple of beers. Act that way instead of changing and ad homing
I
now.
would have a beer with you. But did you say stupid things for fun?
Well, no, I said stupid things for fun.
So you do think satellites are what makes cell phones?
Oh, for goodness sake.
This guy's that's your claim. I'm just.
No, it isn't.
Oh, okay. How do you get your signal that's fading in and out? What is that over?
Through the hill, rock cut.
Ah.
Yeah, you're baiting him,
My
Terence.
GPS that runs on satellite has been working fine the whole way.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
you
like I
bring
said,
up.
No, you don't.
You bring up.
His GPS is using up his data stream.
Yeah. He's satellites for GPS, but not phone signal anymore. It's funny.
My cell phone signal runs on cell phone towers, and it cuts in and out. My GPS
Hang on a
runs
minute.
satellite. It had a knock cut out once.
If you're going from your work to your home, Why do you need your GPS? Don't you know the way home?
Sorry, that sounded like a reasonable question, but I didn't hear it. Why do I need GPS
If you're going from work to home, don't you know your
Sorry,
way
man,
home
you're the
from
loudest.
work?
Can you re-ask the question?
Ah.
So forget, Bev, shut
Yeah,
this
yeah.
down. This is silly.
Yeah, you best.
Run away. Yeah. I can hear you now.
We can't really hear what you're saying, Chucky. We can't hear you.
Well,
Ridiculous.
I can hear you when you don't answer the question of how does a
You can hear us when we don't answer the question.
Yeah, okay, why don't you answer the question then? How does the horizon work on flat Earth?
How does it work? What jobs? Like what jobs it got?
What causes it?
You see it at the edge of your view where the land meets the ground.
Hang on,
and
Arwin.
what causes
Yeah,
Arwin,
there you
hang
go.
on.
There you
Hang on.
you got your stupid answer of that
Chucky.
question you asked
Yeah.
like fucking 10 times. So are you gonna
Chucky.
shut up now about that?
That's
Chucky.
your answer?
Chucky.
Yeah,
Hang on
it
a
is.
minute.
You see it at
Hang
the
on,
edge of
Arwin.
you where the
Arwin.
land meets
Arwin.
the ground.
Arwin.
Arwin, for
That's a
goodness sake.
definition.
Arwin, for goodness sake. Chucky, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Anybody else want to take a stab? GP, you don't.
Chucky, I'm trying to talk to you, but you're just ignoring me. Have you got me
Okay.
on mute or something? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is the apparent horizon on your globe the same as the apparent horizon on a flat Earth? The one horizon.
Why are you presupposing a globe when you're supposed to be answering for a
No,
flat Earth?
I'm asking you a question of comparison. I'm not presupposing anything. I'm asking you to compare the horizon that you see and equate it to one that's on your globe, and then try and do a little thought experiment and put it on a flat Earth. Is it the same horizon that you're seeing? And again, no answer.
Is it the
Bev.
same horizon as...
Oh, gosh. Bev, show some mercy. Call him back another day.
Hey, Tense Man, you've been arguing this for 2 years. Do you think you can wait 10 minutes?
Your signal is crap.
It's not his
I'm doing-
signal. He's playing with us. Do you not tell?
He is playing. Yeah, he is
I'm
playing.
doing.
Now I
I
can
Okay.
hear you
can make out what he says if you
When-
guys want me
when
to
there
take
is a-
over.
When there is a question that he doesn't want to answer, he plays a signal dropping out game.
Well, in either case, DP, you've answered his questions, and he plays these games. And if he's serious, he'll come back when he can't play the game because he'll be doing it from his home.
This is what they've got. This is the best, right?
This is the best.
Yeah, he's one of the top ones, right, Chucky?
I don't believe it for a second.
What he'll do now is he'll pretend he's not heard it.
He doesn't
Okay,
even know what
question.
refraction is. You can't
We're claiming
make
he
such a claim.
was
I didn't say
told, but
didn't
we're
know what
claiming that
fraction
he
was.
came in and beat
Yes,
us
you
all.
did.
No,
I
I didn't.
asked you what the equation for it was, and you said you didn't know, so you don't know what refraction is.
No. I can
Yes.
define refraction.
But you don't know what the equation is to work it out.
So a definition is different than an explanation. Is that what you're saying?
You've got nothing, Chucky.
His connection's got a little bit better.
Is different than an explanation. Is that what you're saying?
An explanation is different from an explanation.
An explanation is different than a
How do you work that
definition.
one?
Is that what
Describe
you're
the
saying?
refraction math for a circular path of light, please.
Sorry, did I say Arwen is a definition different than an explanation? Go ahead, Arwen, answer that.
Well, terrestrial refraction is light bending in a circle, right? In an R-based circle.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
not in a circle.
So give me the proof
It
of
is
light
light-changing
bending
direction.
in a circle. That it actually does that in any situation, because it doesn't. Only does
Refraction is
that
light-changing
if
direction.
the medium it goes through radically keeps on changing, drastically. Something that doesn't happen on the Earth because the density layer, which is the only refraction effect really going on, really only changes laterally. When you go straight forward, it's always pretty much equal. So there is no radical density change in order to cause any extreme deviation of the light in the first place. Right?
Really?
Yeah, really. Or are you saying that the air density is basically divided in blocks every distance? It changes radically. Are you saying that?
I never said the word block once.
Well, that is what would have to be there in order for light to even be able to virtually bend in different segments in some kind of circle.
Do you have a citation for that?
Yeah, actual optics, actual study of optics. You know, the whole path deviation,
You
refraction
studied
index,
optics.
it's due to a
So-
radical medium change. I personally studied this visually, right?
Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
guy
refraction
claims
index.
refraction and doesn't even know the
Well,
equation for
DP,
refraction.
his signal for our one got better, but for you it keeps skipping.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Oh, because Arwen's not driving.
Arwen's not driving. Neither am I.
Is he? Okay. I am. So my signal changes. Arwen's signal doesn't. Are you guys joking again, or?
Oh yeah, Chucky.
Right, now, hold on.
Right,
Right,
yeah.
sorry, I'm going to come in again. So,
You
hold on.
don't even know
Chucky,
exactly how.
Owen, 2 seconds.
I
mate,
had to
2 seconds.
describe to
Owen!
Arwen.
Right, let's. Now that Chucky's, it sounds a lot clearer. So I mean, what do you want to do, DP? Do you want to continue, or or do you want to like let others come in at this point?
I'm
Because
still
everyone's
waiting
talking
for
over
him
each
to. Honestly, I'm still waiting for him to answer the question.
Oh, okay, so we start from that point again. Now you.
How is there two horizons? Is that the one you want to ask again? Which one do you want to ask again?
Oh, so now you're admitting there are many questions that you haven't answered. How are there two
No, there are many questions
horizons?
you say I haven't. Okay, ask one now. I can hear you because I'm stopped.
You can hear me, yeah? Are you sure? You're not just... Yeah? So...
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm so bored with this conversation, I've forgotten what the question was. It was, how... oh, yeah. Your apparent horizon is loomed up behind your geometric horizon. How come you've got two horizons? And...
I don't.
What do you mean you don't?
I'm not talking about the geometric horizon. If I talked about the geometric horizon...
No, stop being an idiot. Your
No, I'm
apparent
not being
horizon...
an idiot.
You have claimed that your apparent horizon is loomed up behind your geometric horizon. That puts two horizons in your field of view. How do you have two horizons?
I only see the apparent horizon. When
I
you
don't
put a straw
care.
into a glass of water...
I don't care what you think you see. There are two horizons in your field of view.
Can you
There
hear me
has
okay
to
right now, DP?
There has to be two horizons in your field of view.
Can I get 30 seconds to answer a question without you interrupting? Can I get 30 seconds?
Go on.
Go!
When you put a straw into a glass of water,
Oh, gosh.
You're changing
there is only
the
one
medium.
straw.
This is a false
How do you have
equivalence.
two straws?
This is
It's
called
a
a
false-
straw, man.
It's a false equivalence.
How do you have two straws, Darwin?
It's a false equivalence. It's a different medium.
You have the straw. You can see.
Literal straw argument.
Why are you so stupid, man? It's a
there
false
two straws?
equivalence.
Why is that? Is there two straws?
You are changing the medium. It's a false equivalence.
There is
Sit
one
back
apparent
down.
straw.
You are
The
changing the
atmosphere
medium.
is not a glass.
It's a
It's
fluid.
a false equivalence.
A fluid?
The atmosphere is a fluid.
Yes.
And the horizon's not a straw.
And we don't live in a
You see-
glass.
You see the light from a
How
straw?
do you measure this geometric horizon when you can never see it?
This is a false
I
equivalence.
never
Right,
said you can
yeah,
never
I'll
see the geometric horizon.
And you
Well,
were
there
right.
you go. If you can see the geometric horizon, then you can see it always because it is that geometric horizon. Especially
Nope.
if your apparent horizon
Yes.
is behind your geometric horizon.
So when
What
do
if
you
your
know
apparent
you're
horizon
seeing
is in front of your geometric horizon?
When do you know you're seeing the geometric horizon?
What about if you're apparent and it's a foggy day?
If we want to know where the geometric horizon is, we do geometry, and we do that by measuring the Earth, which we've done.
Oh, God.
For goodness sake.
mean-
Sit
We
down.
haven't
You've
measured
done
the
that,
Earth.
and you've
Sit
concluded that you
down.
can't see the geometric horizon. That's the
Right.
conclusion of that. That's right.
But you
I
can
didn't say we couldn't
calculate
see
it.
I say we
You
don't
calculate
always.
it based on the presupposition of
No,
Amazing.
measurement of the Earth.
No, you were
No,
getting
no,
onto
no,
that
How-
tomorrow.
Hang on. How did you measure the Earth?
Is this DP?
How did you measure the Earth?
We have measured the Earth multiple ways. GPS, chaining,
GPS.
total station surveying, odometers, trundle wheel. How many do you want? I listed them all earlier today. Not all, some. How many do you want?
GPS. GPS is a calculation. It's not a measurement.
It's not. GPS doesn't measure things.
It's a calculation. Exactly.
it doesn't measure things, you just said.
I'm asking, does it measure things?
What, GPS? It's a calculation.
Does GPS measure things?
It's a calculation.
What does it calculate?
Positions.
Signal derivative calculation.
So it measures
Triangulation-based calculation.
Oh, triangle. So it measures the side of a triangle?
No, it calculates. Which bit of calculate equals measures?
What is the units of measurement you want to use? Kilometers,
You
miles,
you
feet,
are
or
having a
meters?
real problem
Depends
understanding.
on the base
here, aren't you?
assumption of the model used for the triangulation.
Can GPS give you an answer that's in meters or miles?
It's a calculation. Which bit of calculation don't you understand?
Is chaining a calculation too?
My gosh.
This guy is wearing thin.
No, I prefer a laxative right now.
Does my
Yeah,
odometer
you know.
calculate, or does it measure, or does it do both?
Does what?
My odometer calculate distance, or measure it, or both?
Your odometer?
Yes, that's the thing that measures the car, or calculates it, or both. Which one is
You
it?
mean your speedometer?
No.
What's an ode?
O-M-E-T-E-R.
A speedometer or your mileometer? Which are you talking about?
Oh, maybe you guys call it a mileometer in England. We call it an odometer in the rest of the world.
Oh, you're the rest of the world, are you?
Sorry, in Canada we call it an odometer.
Okay, well, that's your misuse of the English language, obviously. So, which are you
kilometers
referring to?
English?
Sorry,
Call it a mileometer.
mileometer. So you want to you want to know how the miles are logged in your car.
Let me just clarify. An odometer is when it can be in either kilometers or miles, and it's used to describe either. Whereas mileometer is for miles, and then a kilometer. Oh, I don't know. Actually, I've never thought about it with kilometers. But they're all done in miles, aren't they? I think they're all done in miles.
It's just
anyway.
distance, right?
Anthony, that is very insightful. That's probably why they didn't call it that, right?
The thing I'm trying to
Maybe.
clarify is whether he wants to measure the miles travelled or the speed of the
Yeah.
car.
The miles traveled.
Well, this is a mechanical measurement, isn't it?
So it doesn't calculate the number of rotations my tire makes?
Well, this is a mechanical measurement, isn't it?
Right,
It's
but it
done through-
calculates how many times my... Are you sure it doesn't calculate how many times my tire turns and the...
It
Diameter
counts
of
how
my
many times you're. It may be done through the gearbox. It may be done on the wheels. It may be done through the prop shaft. There is a number of ways they can tell how many miles your car has travelled.
Yeah, but it calculates it based on how many times your wheel turns. Right? So does
Well,
it
you're sure
measure
you're sure a long ways away from refraction.
Does that
So,
measure
yes.
things, man? You're a long way from knowing what shape the Earth is, and it's been years.
Listen,
Well, don't let him distract, right?
no, go back
Does it
to
measure distance?
go back to DP's question and quit talking about odometers.
Does odometer measure distance, or does it calculate distance, and does it matter?
What's this got to do with refraction? And it's a mechanical.
Yes or no?
It is mechanical. There are a number of ways that this number is calculated, measured. It's
calculated and measured. Thank you.
Oh my God!
Depending on how it's done.
So a GPS can measure distance. How do we measure the Earth? You guys changed the topic.
No,
we measure with
GPS is a
trundle
calculation.
wheels, odometer, mileometer.
GPS is a calculation, not a measurement. Is your odometer digital or analog?
Actually, Arwen accidentally sunk you on this one because he correctly answered the GPS uses triangulation.
Is your odometer digital or analog?
In this card,
dear, oh dear.
DP,
City.
Sorry, I tricked you by answering the question so simply.
Oh,
sorry, Tim. What was you saying?
Is that the wrong answer?
I beg for mercy for Chucky. Bev, can you invite him back when he has a clear signal and he could stay on one subject?
He can come back whenever he wants, can't he? I mean,
he's as boring as a piece of turd now.
Cool, Tenth. That's not like
you're hilarious, 10th man.
No, because Chucky, you pushed it too much. I don't even want to have a beer with you. You're just playing. You're not sincere. I like sincere. I like sincerity. You're not sincere.
I mean, people can be sincere and stupid, and still you can talk to them. But you're not sincere. You are just stupid.
You asked a direct question, and I answered a direct question, and you got offended by that.
You did not answer his direct question. You went to straw man with the odometer. Now go back to his direct question about two horizons.
Actually, somebody changed the subject about how do we measure the Earth, so I answered that.
Doing it again.
Then you changed the subject
back to the two horizons. Did
anybody ask me if my odometer measure was digital or mechanical?
How about two horizons?
How about
two horizons?
Two horizons.
Go back to my original question.
So stop asking me different questions. You want the original question answered. What's your original question? What causes the horizon?
Ah, for God's sake. Why are you so stupid? The original question was the two horizons question that I've asked you 4, maybe 5 times now.
There aren't two horizons. I can't see two horizons. I can only see
well, how can you have a geometric horizon and an apparent horizon in your field of view at the same time?
I already answered this more than once. I'll answer it again, though.
No, you haven't.
You don't have two.
Yeah,
then you're conceding you're living on a flat Earth. How about that?
No.
You have just
because
you have just said your
the horizon does
horizon
not correlate to the geometrical horizon.
You said that? Sorry, that was right.
Can I speak now?
Somebody accidentally got it right. They don't necessarily correlate.
Yeah, because there isn't any. That was my point.
There's an apparent horizon, for sure.
Yeah, that's
okay,
real.
So are we?
Okay.
So how
That's
is
the only one we're talking about, Arwen. You guys keep bringing up the geometric one. If we want to talk about the geometric horizon, we'll talk about measuring the Earth.
Yeah,
Arwen, right, can you see what just happened? You butted in, and then he went on to you, Arwen, right? That pulled him away from the question that he should have been answering with DP.
Right.
He played you, Arwen, and you let him do that.
He's been red herring for 10 minutes. I'm trying to move on the horizon.
You guys want to talk about?
No? Fuck's sake, Arwen.
What? Why are you complaining about me? He's the fucking guy red herring the shit for 20 minutes straight. What the fuck?
DP, what horizon do you want to talk about? The apparent horizon or the geometric horizon?
You have just claimed that the apparent horizon is loomed up behind the geometric horizon. You are the one that brought the geometric. You are the one that brought the geometric horizon into the conversation. You cannot have two horizons in your same field of view.
Right. Only see the apparent
right,
horizon.
Exactly.
Okay, so we agree. Great.
Well, why did you? How come you've got a geometric horizon that your apparent horizon is being loomed up over?
Because the geometric horizon exists. Do you want to talk about that one or the apparent one?
So you are saying that the geometric horizon is there for your apparent horizon to be loomed up over?
You asked how would it be seen over the
No,
geometric?
answer the
That's how it's seen.
question. Answer the question. You said the apparent horizon is there. The geometric horizon, sorry, is there for your apparent horizon to be loomed up over. Did you or did you not?
Yes, that is how you would have to
So
see
there
it.
are two horizons in your field of view. Are there or are there not?
Well, technically you would see the horizon, but it wouldn't be an apparent horizon.
Are there or are there not two horizons in your field of view if the apparent horizon is being loomed up behind the geometric horizon?
We're only talking about the apparent horizon. Which
Are
is
there or
one-
are there not two horizons in your field of view if the apparent horizon is being loomed up behind the geometric horizon?
Not if I'm
Yes
defining
or
horizon
no?
as the one point I see,
Are
which
there
is how we...
or are
No.
there not two horizons in your field of view if
No.
the apparent horizon is being loomed up behind the geometric horizon?
No.
He's answered no 4 or 5 times in that sentence.
So there aren't two horizons. There is only one horizon.
The one that we're
This guy knows
talking
what
about
meaning is.
is the apparent horizon. There is only one apparent horizon.
So why did you bring the geometric horizon into it for your apparent horizon to be loomed up over?
I didn't. You asked.
Yes, you
how
did.
can you
No,
see...
yes, you did.
You're going to play this back later, Beth?
I have no reason to bring a geometric horizon into the conversation.
How
Why would I?
you see the apparent horizon behind the geometric horizon? You've asked actually more than once.
Yeah, because you brought the geometric horizon into the conversation, not me.
You sometimes see the geometric horizon, and I would actually say probably often.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness, I am done. I am done. Honestly,
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm
the two
done.
could coincide.
Dude,
You only ever
Dude,
see the
if you got a
apparent, but the two
globe,
might be.
you have to have a
They might
geometrical
be in the
horizon.
same
That's why it's
position.
I'll tell
brought
you
up.
what. Anybody who wants a bit of this chomp, then
Yeah, I'll
feel
take
free.
it over.
Yeah,
I'll take
go on
it
then,
over,
Arwin.
no problem. The fuck
Yeah,
is
go ahead,
this?
Arwen.
What is this issue with no geometrical horizon? Like, oh, you're not bringing that up, really? Well, you believe in a globe, right? So a globe has
So
a
do you.
geometry. And with the geometry comes a geometrical horizon. That's why we bring it
Right.
up. That's why we point ballers at that, right?
Right.
So now you're saying it's not there? It's not actually there looming supposedly the apparent horizon above it? Do you even know what looming is? How that works? Have you ever
Only
read
the
into
apparent
that?
horizon that
He
we
doesn't.
see.
He doesn't. He doesn't even know the equation for looming.
know
He doesn't know
basics of
how it
horizon.
works. No.
This is
So guys, I said I'd stay to 4:20. It's 4:30.
He knows
Why don't you
nothing.
guys have this discussion without me like you usually do?
Thank you.
I
Thank
still
you.
have a beer
Yeah.
with you, Tim.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
You're
Come
welcome.
back anytime,
That
Chucky.
was the most pointless
Yeah, and
45
look
minutes
up
of my
the 4
life.
effects of refraction, please.
No.
On Wikipedia, do it. Look into
Thank-
that.
No, let him go. I'll pay for the beer. Go. Leave. Just leave.
Oh dear.
He said at the end, if I could have 30 seconds, he said right at the end before you asked Arwen to take over, that sometimes you see the geometric horizon. Prior to that, he says you never see it. You only see the apparent horizon. So he's a double speaker.
Ryan,
Yeah,
that's a
exactly.
pretty good-
That's
you're-
that's
I-
all
No,
I-
you
you
I
have
should
to-
have clarified.
You had to
Just
go. I
double-
thought you had to. I'm not
double
buying your
speak.
beer. I'm not buying your beer now.
I don't care really, actually.
double speak. It's all they can do, Tenth.
They could be in
They
the
haven't
same
got a
position.
clear. I thought you were gone. You'd had your
And he
chance.
just wants us to stop. So he could just blabber on again like nothing bad happened. That's
No,
what he wants to do.
he
Right,
asked us to talk about it like we do when he's not here. So we'll just carry on talking about it like we do when you're not here. Except now we've got a discussion to have on why you can believe that there is two horizons when there's only one that you see, and no geometric part of the one that he didn't even mention it, did he?
Right. So,
That
since
was
you
the
are
point,
going
Bruce.
to look up the four workings of refraction somewhere in the day,
He's
right?
gone, Arwin.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
He'll
So
listen back though
I'm
if you
gonna
want to
tell
give him a
guys,
few
since he's
hints.
gonna look that up.
Yeah, no, he will look it up. So if you want to give him
Right.
some advice
It
before
would
we
be
cut it.
nice if he figured out that refraction doesn't actually allow the supposed horizon to be displaced as part of a arrangement, because that's a quite important detail about it. You know, horizon cannot be displaced in relation to the horizon. That's not what the horizon does. Only objects in relation to the horizon displace, not the horizon.
He doesn't even know the formula for refraction.
Now, that was
DP
correct for refraction.
No, that was well, yeah, because we're on a sphere and it's standard refraction, so it's terrestrial. But he didn't even know it. I mean, I've read Andrew Thomas Young, and I know it. And this guy's just blabbing, and then comes with a glass with a straw. I'd like for him to show me two horizons in that glass.
But I already figured out, like when we were talking about, okay, so you claiming that the horizon is looming above the horizon, that the way he responded, he literally didn't know. He didn't understand.
Well,
He
that was
just
DP's
couldn't
point.
even visualize what was said. He doesn't understand miraging in the slightest. He has no idea what that is. I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
that's why DP asked him to give him the formula, and he didn't. So DP won that round right there. Then he went into other things, and he kept losing it because he kept saying he answered the question when he never answered the question. And at the end, worth repeating, he had a conflict because he violated the law of non-contradiction. He said you could only see the apparent horizon for about 35 minutes. And then at the end he says, well, I could see the geometric horizon at times. What the heck?
Yeah, I was just confused at that point.
No, he's deliberately not telling the truth. What do I mean confused?
Well, that too, you know. He did realize, like, okay, I'm losing control. I'm just going to red herring the shit out of this. But I think he was genuinely getting confused. Because he didn't do his homework. He didn't know what refraction was at all. Nothing about it. So.
Oh, he's done his homework of doublespeak. He came on wanting to take on DP while he's driving, so he has a nice excuse when he doesn't want to answer a question. It's the signal's fault. We had a bit of a laugh about satellites and all that. Then it went to glasses with straws and to everything. Anything but answering DP's question was the problem. It got highly frustrating as a listener because you want to hear a good debate and you want both sides to be sincere. And this guy was not sincere at all. He was not truth-based.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. No, that was frustrating for me as well because I was trying to hear his questions and his answers and the way he was cutting in and out. And then when he starts running around in circles and obfuscating, red herring, it's just ridiculous.
You did well, DP. Good job. You win that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good show. And like I like the way at the beginning as well when you tried to move. Well, he tried to move on to the measurement of stuff, and then he said, "We're not doing that. We'll do that some other time. This is just a discussion on the horizon." And then he wanted to move back to measurements and stuff.
Yeah. And please, next time, don't go in chorus to tell me to, specifically Arwin, to shut up, okay? Don't do that. You don't need to do that.
Okay, we'll do it
don't interrupt
one by one.
Yeah, we'll form a queue.
We'll do it one by one. Yeah. Take your numbers, everybody.
Airplane style.
I was making a damn good point, and you know it.
Arwin, you make good points. You do, mate. I'll give you that. But
I know.
It's all about the timing.
Yeah, that's my specialty.
And some
Arwin is just try and DP. It's just like maybe just get a someone in line for Arwin to have a debate with. That'd be quite good.
I said coach.
Sometimes you have to let the quiet